Hi, I'm going to compare the Crest 3D White Strips and the Plus White 5-minute whitening system, and hopefully it will help you decide which one to get, or to get any. So I have bought both. I have used both. I've used the White Strips numerous amount of times. I've used it for probably about 4 years now. So I have some experience with it. I just started the Plus White whitening system. I've been doing that for about a month or two, and I've been on and off with it, but I really have been doing it for the past almost week now, like they say. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pros of the Crest 3D White Strips. So the pros on the White Strips are it can help you get the desired results that you want in a really small amount of time. Usually it's about 2 weeks, and that is really good for, I mean, if you have stained teeth, it can help a lot. It may not get your desired, your exact results that you want, but it can really help you. And then once you get there, you can end up doing, maybe the treatment's less often. They say to do it, every day for 2 weeks. If you have any left over, you can end up doing it like once a week or something like that. That's what I used to do with mine. If I had some left over after I don't think it's really going to get much wider, or I don't want it any wider, I end up just saving them, and I just end up using it like once every week or once every 2 weeks. So that's one thing. I don't really know much pros for the White Strips. They are very convenient. You can drink, you can't eat in them. You can drink though, and it's almost like putting tape on, which is not really bad. It just sticks so much to your teeth, which that is something I really like, and I can talk while I have them in. So those are the pros, and it is less expensive than going to the dentist and get them whitened. Those are the pros that I can think of right now. The cons, there are a good amount of cons with this. Mostly the number one complaint is gum sensitivity. I have had that. I don't have sensitive gums. They're not, they were always fine before. The first treatment that I did with the White Strips, they were fine. The second one, they were fine. Around the third or fourth one is when it really started hurting me, and it wasn't like I did it like one month and the next month. I did it in a span of 4 years, so I would do one basically like once every year, and it really did start hurting my gums. And it's not like I overdid it because they say to do it I think they say to do it like twice a year, like 1 box, or get 2 boxes a year basically, so every 6 months. And so I was doing it even longer than what they said. So that is a thing with the gum sensitivity. It hurts a lot. I fought through the pain, which was really dumb, and my gums ended up turning white on some parts, and it would not go back to normal for a couple of days. And with that, it ended up causing further gum sensitivity, and if I touched it, it would hurt, and this lasted for a couple of weeks. Another thing is, now I still do have some gum sensitivity, especially with if I use whitening stuff. Ever since then, it ended up hurting parts of my gums, so some parts are sensitive, other parts didn't get affected at all. So that's one thing, the sensitivity. Second, the price. The price is expensive. Even if it is less expensive than going to the dentist, it is expensive, especially when there are cheaper alternatives for whitening. Depending on which one you get, because there are different types of White Strips. There are like the Vivid, Professional Effects, and there's like a Luxe one or a Luxe one. I don't really know what it's called. So it ranges basically, from what I've seen, from $25 to about $60–65, and that's fine if it can last a good couple years. But within a year, for me at least, I already started seeing yellowness coming back, and I'm not a coffee drinker or a tea drinker. So if you do consume caffeine or, you know, anything like that, you'll get it a lot faster. So that's one thing that I don't like, is it doesn't last that long and it is expensive. Thirdly, it will leave like white spots on your teeth, and what I mean by that is that it looks like if it decided to whiten like one little tiny spot more than they did the other spots. So you'll have little white spots that are whiter than your tooth, and it ends up going away. It just can be really annoying. So those are pretty much the cons. I mean, it's mostly just price, tooth sensitivity. Time can be one, depending on which one you get there. I think there's like a 2-hour one, and I've never done that. I don't think I ever could. I would get too hungry, and you can't eat while you have them. So that's another thing. So yeah, those are the cons with it. If I think of something else, I will bring it up. But now on to the Plus White whitening system. So I have it with me here since I've been using it. This is the tube that it comes with in the box. You can get like a refill tube basically by itself, which in the end you can end up just buying this yourself if you would like, because I got the box that comes with everything. So in the box it comes with this, it's a stain guard rinse. It says it locks in whiteness. I'm not sure how much this actually works, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you can go without it. And then it comes with like a mouth guard tray, and this is really really annoying. At first I thought it was really fun because I liked the way it felt and the way like it moved, but it is super annoying. You have to put it all in your mouth and you can't talk or anything. You will start basically salivating, and it will start coming out, and you have to have a towel with you, and basically your spit just goes all together in your mouth, and you can't really spit it out unless you take your tray out. When you take your tray out, you're also taking some of the whitening stuff out as well. So yeah, that's annoying. So I'm guessing I'm starting with the cons right now. So yeah, the tray is super annoying. It is of like a soft rubber plastic, but it's really annoying, especially since, I mean, my cheeks have hurt it so much because I had so much like spit just holding it, and for some reason it ends up making you like salivate more. I don't know why, but that's how it is for me. I've seen that people do purchase like separate mouth guards and the ones that mold to your teeth, because these don't mold to your teeth. You're not supposed to do that. So it's a tray basically, like it says. So people do use a mouth guard for both bottom and top, and I'm not sure you can talk with that either, but I'm sure it's easier to spit. I haven't used that yet. You could get them for Walmart though, they aren't that expensive, but I haven't done it. I found a different way to do it and it works just as well for me. So yeah, this is a big con with it. The second con is that you have to do it 2 times a day for 2 weeks, and once you're done with that, then you go down to, I'm not sure if it's once a day a week or just do it whenever you want to get your desired results. That is a big thing, especially for people who don't have time for that, but I'm able to do it and I have no problem with it. I actually enjoy doing it because then I get to just sit down and usually I just watch something, so it passes the time very fast. So that is another thing. It won't whiten as much as the Whitestrips will, I think, at least in the amount of time. So that is another thing, especially if you have never whitened your teeth before. I'm sure it will take a while to whiten your teeth really white with this. So my recommendation is honestly getting some Whitestrips putting it on, and then once you get a good amount, then you can go to this. But you can start with this. I'm not sure how it will work, but that's just how I did, and I like how my teeth are now. So those are the cons that I can think of right now. But the pros. Okay, so the pros are, okay, so the time. It says right here, 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure it says it'll start working in 5 minutes. Something like that. Yeah, it says starts working in 5 minutes. So basically that means you gotta have it on longer than 5 minutes. But they say to leave it on for 5 minutes for people who just want to basically maintain your whiteness. But even though my teeth are still white, I leave it on for about 20 minutes just because, and I mean, my teeth are starting to get yellow, so that's why I started using this more. But I leave it on for 20 minutes and it does do great. I do it 20 minutes 2 times a day. So yeah, it's super easy. But yeah, so they say to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes for very stained teeth. Some people I've heard leave it on longer than that, but I'm not sure what the effects would be. So this is something that it can, basically it can consume a lot of your time, especially since it you have to do it twice a day. But yeah, the time isn't bad, so yeah, it's not bad. But you can do it for just 5 minutes if you would like. I'm trying to think, like, I honestly don't know what to say with this. It just tastes like mouthwash. I mean, I've seen people use like Listerine instead, but it just tastes like mouthwash. And basically you have to do, I think, like a 2-to-1 ratio. Yeah, basically like a 2-to-1 ratio, like 2 parts water, 1 part of the rinse. I don't do that. I just put some water in my mouth and then I just squirt it in my mouth, and I figure it's about it. So it does whiten your teeth. I don't have any before or after pictures, but I can definitely tell it has whitened. I mean, it's funny because like only half of my teeth will get yellow and the other part will like stay like white. So the part that got yellow, it probably has gone about like 3 to 5 shades lighter, and it wasn't even that yellow before, so it's really whitening it. So, oh, and this does not really cause tooth sensitivity. It has for me because of the sensitivity that I've had before, but it really hasn't caused any. Just sometimes it does, and it does hurt, but I just leave it on, and within like a minute it's gone, and I don't even notice it, and it doesn't leave any like after effects where my gums hurt still. So basically, if I had to recommend something, I would definitely recommend the 5-minute whitening system. But if you really want something fast, then I would get the Whitestrips. So to apply it, you have to, basically what you can do is you can put it in like here, but it's really annoying. So what I do is I would just put it on my finger and I just wipe it on my teeth, and then I grab my lip and then I just put it down on my teeth and I don't move. So that is what I do. But they say you can use a cotton swab or your finger to use, and you just put it on. It's easier, and this can get really like painful, I guess, since it's like basically one size fits all. If you have a smaller mouth, this can hurt, and I'm kind of with a small mouth, so it does sometimes bother me. But this is definitely something that I really like, and I really do recommend. I also recommend the Whitestrips, but they just come with a little more cons, so you have to be a little more careful. But yeah, that is my take on the Plus White 5-minute whitening system and the Crest Whitestrips. I hope this helped any, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you. Bye.